Good morning, everyone. My name is Debbie Cranister, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And this morning, I have some fun products to show you and a card to demonstrate for you. It is called I call it a bay window. To me, that's what it looks like, a bay window. I've seen it called all different kinds of things. But this is one that I did with one of our new sets, the mixed florals. I believe this is an online exclusive. It stands up, it opens up like this. It does fit in our standard size card. So it's just a really fun card to make, and you can do it with anything. This one, I use the Memorable Bloom stamp set, which is this one. And it's a really fun set. I haven't played with it a lot. It has some great dies in it. Look at this die. This is so neat. I am looking forward to playing with that one some more. And this is a great leaf for a background. So I will be playing with those. And then this is one that I did with the paper pumpkin, and this is why I'm doing it today. So those of you who purchased the paper pumpkin kit from me, the Spice Up Paper Pumpkin that I do each month, this is the card that I did for one of the cards. I think it's card number 5. I'm not positive, but you'll know when you get there. And so you have the pieces in there to do this. And that's why I wanted to do this today. And so to help you guys out. And then here's one with one of our new designer series papers and the Memorable Blooms in blue. So, but we're going to do a Valentine's Day card now. So let's we're going to do this kind of from the beginning. Let me move these out of the way so I'm not fighting with them. I'm using the Hearts of Elegance dies. You know what? I think I need to go higher with this. I think that's what my problem is. Let's get that up higher. Then you guys will be able to see my space better. Okay. You don't want to see the stand. You want to see my workspace. All right. Let's see if that works better. Rhonda, let me know if that's better. And so you're on here with me this morning. Okay. So I have my paper trimmer here, and I'm going to cut, I have instructions here too. Good. I'm going to cut this I'm going to start with cutting 2 strips first. So I need a piece that is 1 1/4 by 7. So I like to use this edge over here for my smaller cuts. It just works better because it gives me a nice long area to put across the top. So I'm going to 1 1/4 there and 1 1/4 here. One more time. I imagine you could do these different sizes. I mean, it would just make the opening smaller. So if you went 1 1/2, you could do that. Okay, and then by 7, so I need to put my arm out here. And this is 7. I have 2 pieces stacked on top of each other. You can do that. It works. All right, then I'm going to score this at 3/4. Let's put this blade away at 2 1/2. At 4 1/2. And at 6 1/4. 6 1/4. That's the line it's kind of an interesting line there to find that because it's right in this gray area, but you should be able to see it. And then this one, I'm going to do the same thing with it. It's 3/4. Looks so small. 2 1/2. 4 1/2. And 6 1/4. It should make that 3/4, and it does. Okay. Then I'm going to cut a piece out of that cherry cobbler that I'm using, and it's going to be 4 1/4 by 5 3/8. So let me go this way. 4 1/4 by 5 3/8. So you guys know that's the second line from the center line, because this ruler has 16ths on it. Okay, then I'm going to score this direction with my 4 1/4 this way, my 5 3/8 this way. I'm going to score it at 3/4. Let's get this cutting blade out of the way. And at 4 5/8. 4 5/8 right there. It should put it at 3/4 over here as well. Okay. So actually, you could just go by this line. It's 3/4 inch, flip it around, and 3/4 inch again. So, okay, I think we're done with our cutting. Okay, I'm not going to fold this over. The next step that I'm going to do is, I have some little papers here that I cut. So I cut some gold, and I'll put all these measurements in the instructions that'll go on my blog this afternoon. But this is, if I can find my other paper, it has the definite instructions. Okay, so this is 4 1/8 by 3 3/4, and this is going to go inside my card here. Let's see which side is this, is the inside. So we'll go ahead and put that in there. And I'm just going to leave a little edge all the way around, just that 1/16 of an inch edge all the way around. And be careful when you're using green glue on the foils. If you get it on the foil, it doesn't come off, no matter what you do. I've tried rubbing alcohol, I've tried all kinds of different things, nothing works. Okay, and then I should have a piece of my designer series paper. Isn't that beautiful? And this one is cut at 4 by 3 5/8. So we're once again just leaving that 1/16 of an inch, which is really an 1/8 of an inch when you cut it. But it's a 1/16 of an inch all the way around. Okay, you want to do your inside first. It's just easier to work on it that way. Okay, and then I'm going to fold these up. And that's my inside. Okay, now you have these two pieces that are 7 inches by 1 1/4. I have some papers here that I cut, and what you're going to do is you're going to cut 4 of them, 4 pieces of gold at 1 5/8 by 1 1/8, and 4 pieces of designer series paper at 1 1/2 by 1. So I have, I think I used my tape runner for this. Let's grab my pad here. You guys can see okay, I hope. Okay. So I'm just going to attach these. So I've already done some of these. I'm just attaching those papers. And then the center section here is larger. So that one, the gold is cut at 1 7/8 by 1 1/8. And the DSP is cut at 1 3/4 by 1. So it's a little bit, but you're going to do the same thing with all of these. I just have 2 left to do here. Just like that. Okay, and then you're going to attach these to the front, to that bottom, that strip. What am I going to call that? Just make sure you have the largest one in the center. This is, that's a small one. Okay. And should have done one of these strips before, huh? For time's sake. It's okay, you guys can fast forward if you're watching the replay. and move through this. Okay, let me just do the other one real quick. Which one's the center? That one is. Okay, good. You don't have to put the gold around the edges. You know, you can always just put the DSP right onto the strip, the cardstock strip. I like contrast on my cards, so I just thought the gold complemented it. The other side is a beautiful side as well. It has the little hearts, these little red hearts on it, and it's just really cute. Okay, so those are done. Now I'm going to take this, and I want to crease this really good with my bone sander. So let's... And then I'm going to attach this by wrapping it around. This is going to go around that flap like that. I'm going to glue it on the back. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over, put my glue on here, turn it over, and I'm going to lay this right in here. So it's tucked in there nice and even, both on the top and the side, and just fold it over. And then on the other end, I'm going to do the same thing. It's already laying there. And I'm just going to fold that over nice and snug. Same thing here. So one goes at the top, one goes at the bottom. Just make sure your bottom, your edges are even on the bottom. I'm going to make sure this is even. So. And of course that your paper's cut straight. That's important. All right. Oh, I forgot the side strips. On the other ones I put side strips. Maybe I'll just leave them off of this one. So I'll give you the measurements for those side papers. They are real small. They're like 7/8 by 4 1/8 would be the gold. And if you were doing the 2 layers, I don't know that I would do the 2 layers. I might do the back of the paper on the sides. That would be pretty because it's a red heart. Unfortunately, this piece is going the wrong direction. And all of the ones I have are going the wrong direction because I'm using scrap. They don't have any where my hearts are going up and down, but it would be long enough. Yeah. So I think I'll just leave that for this time. But you would cut just a strip here and stick it in there. That would be pretty. Okay. We're going to skip it, but it will be in the directions, just so you know. There is a strip that goes in here. Okay, then I've cut a gold heart with the stamp set that we're using. It's the dies from that stamp set. Which is currently lost again. Oh, Parts of Elegance. Okay. And then I've also cut a tag from, this is a free stamp set for celebration. And it has dies that come with it. And I used this tag right here. My stamp's back over there. This tag, I could have cut this in gold. That would have been pretty. So I used the tag here, and we're going to stamp a greeting on that. We're going to stamp the My Heart Loves Your Heart. So I'm going to attach these two, and I'm thinking this has a lot of dimension already, but not really. So I'm going to pop this heart up on dimensionals and put the other one flat. So when I put on that center heart, I want to make sure that, or the outside heart, I want to make sure that I only put adhesive on the top and the bottom, because otherwise it'll glue to the center, and I don't want that. That'll ruin my whole look here. So, oops. All right, let's go ahead and put that on. And I think I want to use green glue on this. And I'm just going to put some here and some down here, because that's where it's going to touch that frame area. See if we can get it in the center. I don't want it to glue to the edges here. I want it to glue just to the center. Just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to attach my tag. Let me get some cherry cobbler ink. Stamp our greeting. If I can do this without getting my head in it. And I am going to attach this with dimensionals, so I'm going to use my mini dimensionals on this one. And there we go. Whoops, right across there. All right. We have a new bling that I'm really loving. You grab it. I'm not finding it. I'll be sitting in a basket around here, but here's some pretty little bling that looks gold. This is gold textured adhesive back dots, and I think these would be pretty on there. Just to add a little bit. We'll see, huh? Put one there on the heart. And the third one I'll put down here. And there we go. So that's how that card is made. And that was the purpose of this video today, was to show you how to make the card. And so it just stands up like that. You just really want to be careful where you put your glue, because you don't want it over here or over here. So, but that is it. So I hope you've enjoyed this video today, and I will get this posted online this afternoon. Thank you so much. And you can find me at stampwithdeb.com. Bye-bye.